Peace, peace, and greetings. Yes, it's Queen Sarita right here, and I'm coming at you with some Palo Santo, some sacred wood from the rainforest. I know y'all have this already, but I like it. It's got a really nice smell, and it's very powerful for clearing and stuff. Since we have us a new moon here, I'm going to use fire. I'm going to use the air. I'm going to use some water that I have off to the side, and I'm purifying the space. I've got the cards sitting on a deck of sea salt. Well, it's Himalayan sea salt, and I took it from my shrine. Just really want to purify the energies and just transformed and cleared my energy before getting started as well. So I wanted to talk to you all about the new moon that is in Pisces. This is very powerful new moon. I'm going to go ahead and sit this down to go ahead and get started here. So I just want to tell you that I'm going to be doing some other videos besides just the transit videos, because I know you all have been asking about behind the scenes type of things. I think I've been getting that psychically that you all want that, but thank you so much for sticking with me. I know I'm I'm just a different type of person. My person is very different, and I have a very different view on this life, and it took me a long time to get comfortable with being the way that I am, and I'm still growing, transforming, but I do appreciate you all growing and transforming with me. I definitely am still learning, but I want to show you all some behind the scenes of how I set up to do my tarot readings and oracle card readings, how I'm making my tarot and oracle cards right now behind the scenes. This setup that I have right here, how am I filming this right now? I want to show you all that. I just want to show you all some personal things, really talk to you about journaling and how I do a lot of journaling behind the scenes, a lot of work that I do, I plan. Also working with the moon, we're going to talk about that, and having like some private interactions. I really want to have some pen pals out there, and so we're going to do that. So let's get started with this reading. I'm not even knowing right now, getting a little bit more into more private talk and small talk. I'm just feeling really watery. So I'm just in the energy of Pisces right now. I really am downloading some stuff, and I want to give it. First message I got before even pulling any cards at all is the theme of this new moon right now that we have is going to be, I'm ready. That's the theme. I'm ready. So just to go ahead and get the energy cleared again. And you see how that fell just like that. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and play these egg maracas to welcome in this energy, because Pisces new moon is a wonderful time to do manifestation work and to clear. The moon energy is so ripe. You really want to use this to your benefit if you can, if you feel like it. Of course, I am Queen Sarita right here, over here, and I am your host. The website that I have is naturallyhighlife.com. I do have another website, but I'll tell you about that later. Instagram, Queen_Sarita. I am forever growing. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's go ahead and get started with this. I got some notes for you first of all. And the notes have to do with the energy of the new moon in Pisces. Now, it's a new moon cycle, and so at a new moon, you have the energy of, intent. You have rebirth. You have a time when you would set your intentions at a new moon. You would set your intentions. Other things that are associated with the new moon in Pisces have to do with people maybe having some concerns about things like, let's pull a couple cards first, and I'll let the cards show like some of the top 3 things that we can feel and experience with this energy here. So this is one, and this is another one. So we'll just go with those 2 right now. I feel like we can fit a third one on here, so let me put one here. Okay, So that's our third card, laying on our bed of sea salt. And I'm going to sit the cards there, but also I want to look at the situations here that these have to do with. So without even pulling out those situations, I'm going to start reading this intuitively. When you're dealing with the new moon in Pisces, like I said, you have intent, rebirth, setting your intentions, goals, things like that. New moons, you like planting seeds. And other things have to do with a person may be dealing with setting boundaries here, because we've got the 7 card that has to do with relationships. It has to do with love. And someone may be having issues with setting boundaries. They may really want someone to come into their space more. There's going to be a lot of relationship related things. Of course, when we're dealing with Pisces, we're dealing with the energy of feelings, and we're dealing with the energy of water. Some people are more balanced with the way that they deal with energy and with the way that they experience feelings, their senses, and controlling the animal part of their spirit. Here we also have people that are speaking up for themselves, that are usually quiet behind the scenes, not wanting to be in the front. They're stepping out, talking, sharing. There is something that they've been planting seeds for quite a while. And the new moon also, I'm reading in between that energy. It does require the energy here of this gemstone, which happens to be a red tiger's eye. Let's see if I can get you all to see it. Okay, so this stone here, red tiger's eye, is really good for courage during this time. When you feel so withdrawn and not wanting to talk, wanting to be behind the scenes, wanting to plan more, then really speak up. When it's necessary, you'll have the energy to do that. The energy is calling for a change of some sort. Like, it's a change that is, it's about completion. And what you don't need, well, certain things like boundaries and, getting rid of extra things and dreams and journaling and visualizing your dreams, creating from your intuition, also creating from your imagination. This energy has to do with really the joy and stability element right here. This card is really talking about that energy of coming forth and really feeling good about the decisions you're making, and really setting some new plans to begin this year off just the way you want to. So it doesn't require you to move all the way into this new space yet. The energy is showing that it's very welcoming, but it's very welcoming to planting new seeds. And this shows teaming up with another person is going to be one of the top themes. And I can definitely feel that energy myself as I'm wanting to reach out also. And you just feel like connecting, and that's what people are going to be doing. However, it's going to be more behind the scenes. It's not going to be all up in your face. It's going to be kind of subtle. There's also intuition dealing with this time. We have completion, water, the sea are things that deal with a new moon in Pisces. You have healing, people doing different things to change their health, drinking more water, making a more healthy routine, and really setting goals, planning for success. I'm going to finish this up in reflecting on the past, being a mirror for themselves and others, looking at their own reflection, looking into the past for answers, feelings, diving deep. Really, the moon is about yin. It's about the coolness. So yin and yang, it's the yin element. That's what the moon is. So very feminine energy right now, very receptive energy. Is a good time to have that. Moving a little bit slower than usual, not as fast with the yang energy, but a little slower with the yin energy. We also have the energy of being sensitive, to see with the third eye sight, being open to mystical things and fantasy and sensuality. Sensuality is yum yum, with your love. And then secrets coming to the surface, secrets needing to, be explored, looked at, revisited, things like that. Released, ooh, huge, released. Silence, alone, poetry, being alone, yeah, poetry, art, huge for Pisces, creativity, and just being behind the scenes. So I happen to have, I'm not going to tell y'all my stuff, but I just really feel like showing y'all the behind the scenes. So that's what you all are about to get during this new moon. It's just going to come out. Sometimes you want to be perfect during the Virgo season and all that. You're working on trying to do this perfection thing. Pisces is like, I'm just flowing. I'm in the flow. So I'm going to flow and give you what's in the moment. And that's what Pisces is about. That's one of the lessons of it, being in the moment. With that energy, you also got to watch, being too spaced out, being completely out of touch. You've got to have an element here of grounding, throat chakra, setting and shedding old things, drawing lines in the sand where you know that conflict can arise and you don't feel like dealing with it. Drawing lines, setting boundaries with the throat chakra card, the joy and stability card here. You really embodying earthly energy with this Pentacles card, Four of Pentacles, and pulling down the energy that'll allow you something, a journal, writing, talking, speaking, expressing something creative, so that way you can come back and feel like being connected to the earth. As a star seed, most people listening to my stuff know a lot of times are star seeds. They feel a real strong connection to spirit, source. They feel like there's something more deeper. There's a lot of things they aren't able to explain, but they know they're true. They just sense that they are right. They know that they have a place in the universe, and they're learning how to honor their position more and be as appreciative of this life as they can. People that listen to my stuff, they don't want stuff like that. And visualization is huge. If you watch my stuff, a lot of things you can say, but there's a lot that's not said. And with Pisces, you learn to read between the lines. You learn to see what's not talked about, what's not really being spoken of, and what's really there but it's not really seen. And so for that energy, it's really good right now to do cleansing your energy. The last part of this I want to say that have to do with the energy of Pisces. We talked about mother, energy, earth, Gaia, divine guidance, ancestors, taking a vacation. I think I said those already, but I'm going to come back at you and talk to you about the next transit that's coming up. And I hope you all have a good evening, and thank you so much for joining me for this video. Listen to the other one. For the signs, I do want to talk about that. So I'm going to come back and tell you for what, is going to happen for each individual sign during the new moon. Stay tuned for that. Peace.